All right, guys, you're here with Josh Thomson. I'm going to give you my quick rundown on my Punk's opinion, and I'm going to break down the Wanderlei Silva and Quinton Jackson. Bellator signed this fight September 29th in San Jose at the SAP Arena, my hometown, of course. But what I wanted to say was this is basically just another redemption process for Quinton. Silva holds 2-1 over him. They fought 3 times. Wanderlei's knocked him out 2 times, and Rampage has knocked Wanderlei out 1 time. So both these fights are finished by knockouts. Guaranteed this fight is not going the distance. But the one thing that's different about this fight, they're both fighting, I believe it's at heavyweight. So after having a conversation with some of my inside sources from Bellator yesterday, yeah, I would say this is going to be a fight at heavyweight. Quinn's definitely not the fighter that he was when he was fighting in Pride when they fought the first time. But then also, too, when he got to the UFC, he was fighting at like a top tier level. Now he's fighting at heavyweight. It's a different fighter, man. So when you start comparing Wanderlei and him, Wanderlei I feel like is kind of more in shape and able to push the pace, but he's gotten away from being a little bit more of a technical striker and more of just a brawler, where Quinton still is a pretty defensive fighter with big power. He defends really well, big body shots, big, covers really well. I mean, I think it's going to be hard for him to knock Quinton out. I'm going to actually lean a little bit more towards Quinton Jackson, also giving up the size, but Wanderlei's also got the speed. So, I mean, realistically, like, this is going to be a stacked night. This is also the co-main event on that card for Gegard Mousasi and Rory McDonald, which I'm extremely excited about. Finally, a super fight after being talked about for such a short period of time, unlike all the other super fights that we've heard that people have talked about for years that never happened, specifically GSP Anderson Silva, that fight. This one's actually happening, and I tip my hat off to Rory and Gegard for signing on the dotted line, man. Not just talking about it, but doing it. But tip my hat also over to Bellator for getting the deal done, man. You can't be mad at that. You got to appreciate that. This fight's going to be great. There should be some other big name fights also announced on this card, so that'll be exciting as well.
Is Josh Thomson one of them?
I don't know. We'll see. This is gonna be good though. Look, anytime you have 2 veteran fighters, it's more of the stigma and the aura of, you have Wanderlei Silva, you got Quinton Jackson, the fact that they fought 3 times, all 3 fights ending by knockout. This is pretty much guaranteed someone's going to get knocked out. I don't see this going the distance. I can't imagine it. They truly have like disdain for each other. They don't like each other at all. And realistically, I don't know how you could like each other. Wanderlei slept and slumped Quinton through the ropes, in Pride. And then Quinton knocked him out, almost knocked his head off his shoulders, Wanderlei, in the UFC. So now they're here in Bellator looking to finish this and wrap this one up. It's going to be pretty impressive, man. I'm excited to see this fight. But that's my take on this deal. That's my take on this fight. And it's going to be a stacked card here September 29th in San Jose at the SAP. So make sure you guys tune in on Paramount Network.